Hello, another update of my N-scale layout. Had the dual mains, I think last time, where I got my Ys. Said they would be configured better for, they're all the way down there, for a dual main around half the layout. Have been working on the siding coming off the main bead. There's going to be a grain service here, enough room for 10 hoppers, 50 footers, some of them are. And then if I bring in 10 of them, I can service 5 of them, put 5 more on the siding. And that's keeping him pretty close to the main. That way I can get my 10 together, shove them back out, or pull them on through. Should be down here, back out onto the main. Also working on a classification yard. I think I'm going to have to scoot it over a little more yet. Give room to put a road in there for my grain elevator. Granted, these are just the Guthrie's silos right now. Might make room for a bigger, regular co-op type grain elevator, but for now, that's going to be what I'm going with. And then this will be my lead track into my classification yard. Probably going to be at least 4, maybe 5 tracks. And then have him go through there, have a Y on that side, and probably be just left turnouts on this side. Going in and have these guys come into a Y down there. And then his lead track will be swinging up there to the junction over on the east side. And I'm figuring on, for my services down here, these guys, instead of just putting a turnout off of my branch line, I'm going to actually have a cross or a diamond where he's coming out of the top of my yard. And that would be like so, where he's going to come out of the top of my yard instead of just coming off this branch line here. And then I'll have him catch that diamond over here, and then that'll be my access to services for this east side of the layout. And I've also decided to take this elevation of these Woodland Scenics preformed grades. It's a 2% grade. That's coming in. I only had it around here at this corner, but I'm going to go ahead and extend that all the way down just for some visual difference. I'm going to go ahead and carry him on down most of the way here. I think he's going to be a little farther than this yet, but that should give me a good look compared to a main line inside to my branch and such. And one other thing, let's see, had a couple passenger stand kits. I believe they're Atlas. There's one, it's just like it was out of the, as it came out of the kit. And then here's the second one, which I decided to do some weathering to. Little effects, a little practice at some weathering and such, but as you can see, I put some paint to it. Some of the powdered weathering powders. He's actually got the downspouts on him for the gutters and such. And after I did that, painted it, then I put a coat of Dole Coat over the whole thing there. A lot cooler looking than just this generic guy out of the kit. But I'll probably mess with him too, put a little weathering on him, but keeping him a different color, because he's going to be on one side of the layout compared to this one being on the other side of the layout. Just a couple passenger stands for a couple passenger cars I have, and I probably will make a small passenger depot, a very small one. And then also have, let's see, the branch, also working on creating the reverse loop here. This will be inside my branch, so I can have a branch. He'll be jumping off over there where his junction is over the branch. One side of the branch, the other side of the branch. That gives me an opportunity to do a reverse loop so I can turn a train around. And kind of a quasi-engine yard right now. That P45 is the latest thing here. This guy, Athearn with the Soundtrax. Dig this one a lot. He's stronger than heck. I can pull quite a consist even on these grades I got. I can pull like up to 30, 33 or so. And just kind of like maybe a little local shot for now. It's weathering on him too. But don't know if this is actually going to be a diesel yard or not. I'm wanting to keep this diesel yard closer to my switch yard and such. But that's about it. Latest update. Been kind of slow going lately. Money for track, basically. So, and let's see. I've got another structure. Had this structure. He was over on the other side. I actually moved him to make room for that loco shed. And this front siding here, heck, that's just there so I can have some storage. I've not figured out what I'm going to do up front here yet off of my control station here. Digitrax and an MRC Prodigy. Have found that my MRC Prodigy is better for some programming on some different decoders compared to the Digitrax, especially with this junk Bachmann DD40X. I think they are DD40XA or DD40X. He's big, he's cool, makes a lot of noise, but you have to have a good radius, and I couldn't program with my Digitrax. I had to use my MRC to program and give him an address and do my acceleration and deceleration curves on him. And this one here, the Athearns with the Soundtrack, it programmed okay on my Digitrax, and the train control system decoders I get do pretty good. But this booger here, I had to use my, kind of frustrated me for a while, and I was like, well, heck, let's try the other control station. And sure as heck, I was able to give him an address and set my speed on him and such. So, go figure. And it is kind of noisy. I heard guys talking about these guys being a little noisy, and he is too, but may not be broke in yet. Haven't really tore into it yet. Figured I'd put some lube to it, get them broke in. Haven't really rammed around for maybe 15-20 minutes so far, but it is pretty sharp looking. Other than, I've also heard people say the junk looking trucks, they're kind of generic looking. They need a little weathering or something, make them stand out, not look so plastic on the side. And the couplers that come with them, kind of so also. But latest update. Enjoy, stay warm.